What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and this is where we at now. So, as you clearly see the title of the broadcast, yes. So, obviously, from what I've gathered here, just watching a little bit through a little bit, this young lady was at a pool. I'm not sure whether this is a residence, things like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things aren't clear of exactly where this area is located and whether this is like a apartment complex that has a pool or some resort, something like that. So a lot of things are unclear, but we're going to dive off into this, and I just want you to hear the interaction of what was going on with this particular situation. So we're going to go here now. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
Can you make sure the kids are not in the video?
Huh?
Can you make sure the kids are not in the video?
Long as they not over here in my video,
they're just
in
not
my area.
consenting and they're underage.
I'm not consenting them to be in my video either. I've been recording the entire.
It
work. The way it works is I've been over here myself the entire time recording. Not even recording. I was on live the entire time.
Either way.
I'm not asking them for their consent. I'm not asking them for. I'm not asking.
It doesn't matter. What the fuck are you doing out here?
What the fuck am I doing out here?
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm enjoying myself in the pool.
Yeah, but it's
as a human. As a human.
Crazy.
I'm human. I'm a human being. I'm not just black, but I'm human.
No, you're not.
I'm not just black, but I'm human. I've been in the pool the entire time just recording myself. What's disrespectful?
It's a public fucking pool.
What's disrespectful about me streaming myself in the pool?
Stream yourself as much as you want.
You came out here.
It doesn't matter.
Your children.
It's just kind of fucking.
Now hold on here. Jesus, man, this is crazy.
In the
stream
pool.
yourself as much as you want.
You came out here.
So this is where we at right here. So obviously, whatever went down, this man right here did not want his children being filmed, things like that.
It's just
so
fucking.
Obviously she was live streaming, and this is crazy to me because this whole scenario is messed up. Now, I get the father at the same time though too. He don't want his children on her stream and stuff like that. It is a public pool, but at the same time though too, let's just be honest, in public places, filming and you may accidentally capture somebody else in your filming is not illegal. So it is a huge issue and things like that in today's society with this new technology and the way that things are going. And I'm not saying that she was wrong for filming, and I'm not saying that he was wrong for not wanting his children, to be in her footage. But this is where we're at in today's society. This is what some of the problem that is going on with this technology that we're having. Where back in the day, certain boundaries were not, there because of technology wasn't, in the mix. You couldn't just record everything that you did all the time unless you actually bought a video camera, which costs, thousands of dollars back in the day to actually be able to afford. Average people, just couldn't afford all that shit back then. But, now everybody got a camera in their hands. They're able to record instantly at any moment in time that they feel like it. So I can see how it does pose a huge issue to where, the father is like, listen, look, man, can you rearrange some things? Maybe, and, I don't want my children in your footage. She's like, I'm not asking your children to consent to be in my footage. But the problem is that they're in the footage. So, because the children are swimming in the pool and they're doing their, they're being children. And it seems to be that it's just them and her out there, that family, whatever, and, her out there. So, yeah. All right. So we're going to keep diving because there's always more. Let's go here now.
What the fuck are you doing out here?
What the fuck am I doing out here?
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm enjoying myself in the pool.
Yeah, but it's fucking
as a human. As a human.
Crazy.
I'm human. I'm a human being. I'm not just black, but I'm human.
No, you're not.
I'm not just black, but I'm human. I've been in the pool the entire time just recording myself. What's disrespectful?
It's a public fucking pool.
What's disrespectful about me streaming myself in the pool?
Stream yourself as much as you want.
You came out here.
It doesn't matter.
Your children.
It's just kind of fucking weird.
What did I do though to your kids? I was here first. Was I not?
Let's go.
Was I not here first?
You were.
Exactly.
You see all that over there?
You're drinking alcohol out here, like what the fuck?
Bottle, like glass bottle.
Glass bottle. Okay, and it's not over here anymore.
But it was the whole time, and you're like doing all this.
Doing all of what? Shaking my butt? No, I was laying down while my butt was. I was on my stomach in the pool. I have a bikini on. I was over here first. Point blank. Period.
But you don't have like you're not like don't have this. Like,
no,
I'm
not saying I do. But it's very rude to just come over here and just have your kids just wallowing over here and just splashing and splashing and splashing. I don't care.
Wow.
So what the French toast is there?
This is a huge issue. This family's saying that, you know what I'm saying, man, she said, but okay, so basically baby girl saying like, you know, of course she said she was here first. Things like that. Okay, cool. You know, technically they're breaking it down to the situation. The family come in, they're like, well, this is a public pool. Like what you expect, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have children out here, things like that, families and stuff. And that's what does happen at a public pool. Now, in my mindset, old school style, sorry, but I just am who I am. You know, a public pool is not necessarily, you know, for, you know, just dressing in the type of bikini that she wearing. Sorry, but it's just the truth. You know, you at a public pool, like I said, it's no way of knowing, you know, where this is at, whether this is an apartment complex or a resort, whatever. But you have, you know, families. Obviously, it's a family there. So it's a situation to where a family can have families can have access to this pool, and they have their children out there, you know, and it's just so relaxed nowadays till, you know, most women will walk around with something like this on. But it's crazy to me that, you know, people don't have any decorum. And the sad part about this is yes, you know, when you go to public places, there is a certain way that you should dress. That goes for men, women, everybody, you know. Now I hadn't seen, you know, she never did show, you know, the family and stuff like that. She never did show them. So, you know, it's no way of telling, you know, what they had on or how they was, you know, conducting themselves at the pool. But it's just wild out here and things like that. Let's keep going.
At the end of the day, I never said anything, but there's flashing on my phone. My computer.
Why do you have like a computer and a phone and all these?
I was chilling. I was chilling by myself. You guys came over here and started messing with me.
No one's messing with you. We're just asking you if you're filming whatever you're doing. It's not appropriate to be doing it in
I was doing it by myself.
But you're in a public
You're acting
space.
like I'm recording your children, girl.
You're in a public space.
It doesn't matter. I'm in a public place by my.
I mean, that's the point too, baby. That's the point too. That you are in a public place. And, you know, she was like, well, it's not like I'm filming your children. Shit. Children are going to be children. Technically, they are, you know, just swimming around in the pool. It's a public pool. And see, this is the complications of the situations that, you know, are going on in society due to technology. Everybody's filming everything, you know, for their content. And, you know, also, you know, this is a lot. This is a lot. And the dynamics are very skewed in this situation. Because, yeah, if she was out there first, okay, she recording. But then, too, you know, a family comes up and, you know, their children want to play, things like that. Children are going to be children. They're, you know, they're enjoying the pool as well. So, I mean, you know, I think people need to learn respect and grace and know how to move around.
Recording myself, I'm not recording your children. You're recording me. Thank you.
You're in a public public
Record.
space,
I was
though.
here first. Could you record that? Could you make sure you let them know that? Let them know that I was here first.
But it's not-
I
you don't-
came
you
in
don't
here
claim it's
by
not
myself,
you.
and you
It's not
talking
your
about
fault.
this, this, that, and the third, but I was here by myself.
Okay.
Your
alright.
children came over here, and I asked you nicely. I didn't get disrespectful at you at all. I asked you
Yeah,
nicely.
and you shouldn't be getting disrespectful.
Exactly,
No space
because
for that.
Exactly, I don't. I don't.
Hey, hold
This
on.
is why I
Change the
said.
angle of the camera
No,
to have the
exactly.
kids in the truck. So like,
I put the angle of the camera. The angle
I
of
saw
the.
you fucking do it.
You see me do
I saw
what?
you change the angle to put the kids in the truck.
No, I
And they
didn't.
did not want that.
No, I
and we
didn't.
don't want that.
Your kids have been over here the whole
Yeah.
time.
It's
How
a
many
public
times did you
Doesn't
tell them to
fucking
come to
matter,
me?
lady.
It's a
I'm
public
in 5 feet. I'm in 5 feet, and your children are 2 feet. How many times have you told your children to go to the other side of the pool and they didn't listen to you?
It's a public
How many
pool.
times did you ask your
Because we
children
didn't
to
want
go
to
over there and they stayed here? How many times exactly? Fuck is you talking about? How many times did you ask your children to go over there and they stayed over here? They came over here to be in my camera. Your son came over here and asked me if I was streaming. And he told me he hopes that I get 1 million views.
Yo,
So what the French toast is that a
what
think
is
about?
going on here? What is going on here? Man, wow, hold on, because she got more to say. And this is where it's at. Y'all heard what she said that the young man said to her, right? This man, what? Man, this is a crazy world we live in here. It's a crazy world we live
So
in.
what the French toast is there to think about?
The other side, go to the side where it ain't too deep at. I was at the deep side. So he's telling them, like, stop going down there. Come. Like, well, damn. Like, these motherfuckers doing all type of shit. Like, coming by my drink. Coming, like, just, like, overly too close. The little girl, the little boy, they just overly too close. And it's like they want me to have such a reaction to the point where I snap out and I say something to them. Mind you, the same motherfuckers that's under me, the same neighbors that I have, which are maintenance, they put maintenance under neighbors. Me having neighbors that is maintenance is just so beyond me for some reason. I'm the only black person here.
Okay, so from the way she's phrasing this with this particular side of it, it's like, okay, so it's got to be some type of complex or something like that, living quarters with a public pool within it. So yeah, obviously, she's out there. She said she was there first, and then the family showed up. But all I'm saying is, though, too, we as human beings, back in the day, we used to have some type of understanding, stuff like that. Children come around, adults will respect the children. Ladies used to have, some type of extra clothing that they would put on. But I mean, it's crazy out here, and we cannot forget the fact that this is a public pool. And it's subject to have children out there, elderly people, whoever, and it's a time and place for everything. Now, I get it. This young lady was out there first. She probably out there alone. She may not have been expecting anybody to come along at some point, but it's just like, baby, you need to be prepared to be, because technically you are in a public place. It's a public pool. You are in a public place. So, it may come a time to where you need to readjust your stuff and readjust your movement and things like that. But at the same time, though, too, from what she just said, she was like, how many times did y'all tell y'all children to come back over the Yahweh and they didn't listen to y'all? And she was like, the sun came, was pretty much swam over. It was like, are you streaming? I hope you get 1 million views. Like, this is wild.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
This is wild, bro. This is wild. So yeah, man. All I'm saying is, though, get down in the comments. Let me know, is this, black fatigue, or, was this young lady, justified for a situation because technically she was there first, but at the same time, though, too, she is in a public space, and you can't sit there and be like, I'm this and that in a public space, but at the same time, though, too, you know, technically in a public space, if you're out filming and you happen to capture somebody in your footage and stuff like that, that's not illegal, or that's not, you know, a crime. Like, you know, like I said, this is the problem with new age technology. This is something that's, you know, needing to be, you know, talked about, things like that, when people are in public places and, you know, filming and stuff like that, and children come around or not, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's complicated. You know, it really is, though, because, you know what I'm saying, everybody want to film, even if they're out about things like that. But, you know, too, you know, not that, you know, other people may not want to be in your footage and stuff like that. But this is where we at, man. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.